Hi everyone, we're here in Anaheim at CHA in the Clear Snap booth, and we're about to start another mini class. This one is where we're going to be making this fabulous little card that uses pigment ink, all of the wonderful pigment ink that we have in these two beautiful petal points. We're going to be using them in traditional and non-traditional ways, and we're even going to use them to colorize an image and give it full detail. There won't be a marker in sight. We're going to use some wonderful applicators. Come and join us. And we're going to be making this project, okay? We're going to try and get the card put together. The flower you'll probably 3D at home, because we might run out of time just because it takes about 10 minutes. People were taking about 10 minutes to cut it out. So, but you're going to be learning an awful lot of technique. And the first thing I'm going to teach you is a really nice, loose little background that I call Smackdown. We're going to do Smackdown using pigment ink. These petal points are amazing. I love them because in each petal point you have 8 harmonious colors. Pigment ink is the oil paint of all mediums. It stays open longer so that we can blend the colors like breathing, okay? So to begin with, I want you to take this stamp here, okay? Can everybody find that stamp there, the leaf? All right, and I want you to have this die cut in front of you. Got that one? Perfect, and this stamp. Got that one? All right, got this one. Everybody got the right ones? Okay, and now, what's that? Yep, perfect. Okay, you got that one. And now we're going to be building the first background. I want you to take the beach ball petal point, which is this one right here, and we're going to take out that color that looks like mossy green. Okay, can you find that color for me? Okay, so we're going to use it like an applicator first. I'm going to ink my stamp, okay, like so. Okay, and then watch what's going to happen. I'm going to stamp it on my paper and then watch. It's called Smackdown. Guess why? Because I'm going to smack it down on top of it just like that. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. I will do it again. I'm really good at this. I'm going to ink my stamp and I'm going to stamp it to the paper like so, and I'm going to pick it up, and in the same spot, don't move it, same spot, I'm going to smack it down. Look at the pretty color I'm getting, okay? And when I'm all done, look at what I'm going to have. Okay? Go past the edges, smack down, and perfect. You're working it. Pick it up and bang, 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 bang. Yes, 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 yes. Hard, 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 hard. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Okay? Now, could you leave it like this? Could you leave this? Could you say, oh, that's pretty, stop? We could, but we're going to add one more thing to it, okay? What we're going to do, I'm going to find my stamp pad here. I want you to get on your desk was a stylus that's got 2 foam tips. You're going to need that. And we also gave you an extra set. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to think of this as your paintbrush for your stamp pad, okay? It's got a lovely pencil-like grip. We've got a nice foam, and we're going to have lots of control. I'm going to load it up with ink, and notice how it kind of helps to put, when you're loading it up with ink, pull the stamp pad kind of out of the base, and then that keeps you from touching all the other colors. Okay, so if you pull it out and load it up like this, and when I'm applying the ink, look at how slow I'm moving in small concentric circles. I'm not doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Can you tell I teach children? Okay, and you're just going to move that ink, re-inking your foam tip as you go, applying a luscious background of color over that entire card until it looks like this. Okay, so once you get that done, I want you to get the smallest piece, this piece here. It is the smallest piece, and it's been scored for you, okay? Yeah, it's got a score on it. So get that small piece, and it's been scored for you out of your bag. Take a baby wipe. Perfect, that's the one I want. Remove some of that green. So just clean that stamp a little bit. Got it? There you go. And now let's use a really, really gorgeous, in that same beach ball pigment palette, the dark, dark pink, okay? I'm gonna take that one out, and you're gonna ink your stamp, and we're gonna do the same thing. Is this a stamp? No, it's an applicator again. It wants to be an applicator. So let's let it apply ink and give us the joy of a loose image. So you're going to take that, you're going to take it to your piece, and you do want to do it on the, I want to see the valley side up. Valley side up, valley side up. Okay, so we're going to take that, and you're going to do the same thing.
Okay.
So you're going to do that until, and cover it all, okay? You're going to do that, and all you're doing is applying ink so that we're getting pink ink with a loose design. Don't pounce it on your fingers. Okay? Watch where your fingers are. So you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. So, how did I get here? I used, there you go. Get another foam tip, right? And apply the pink ink. There you go, you're going to use the other side and apply the pink ink. So you're going to apply ink to that piece. Now, pigment ink stays wet for a long time, right? Anybody? Okay, right? I need it to dry right away. How do you do that? You're going to watch the fabulous Miss April, who is the most amazing ironer on the planet, okay? You cannot use a heat gun to dry pigment ink. You need the flat surface of a hot iron. What you're going to do is she's going to put a clean piece of paper over top to protect the iron and iron it with a hot, dry iron.
Okay.
Now I need you to go into you should have two larger pieces of paper like this, larger squares. All right? I need you to just get one of them. Now, this piece is going to fit right on top of there, and all you're going to see is the edges, right? So when we apply color to the edge, we're going to, now watch this, we're going to need another foam tip. I want you to punch that, I want you to punch one off. Open up your foam tip bag, get one, and it simply snaps on there. So it's a button. So push the button, off it comes. Push the button, on it goes. All right, got it? So you're going to get that on. And now we're going to take this indigo. I want you to take the indigo mixed media ink. This is a pigment-based ink as well, okay? Beautiful ink, beautiful color. Oh, it's really rich, really luxurious, and it's pigment. So it also will blend beautifully with our other pigment colors. You're going to pick up the color, and all I want you to do is do the edge like that. Okay, now we have some nice blue on there, okay? Why don't you take it to your green one, and see I'm running out of samples here, and watch what I'm gonna do. If you can do this, if you want to. I want to, so I'm gonna show you something. I'm going to take this blue ink, and I'm gonna get rid of lots of it, because I want very little on my stylus, just so I can go in here and do this. Just add a little bit of definition around the edges. You don't have to do a lot of it. You can use that color or you can use this color. It's up to you. You have a choice. You can edge it in this blue or the darker blue. It's up to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to take those two pieces. Now this is what you're going to do is simply inside here you're going to find some pop dots and foam dots. And I want you to take this piece and it goes onto the piece that you altered with the blue. Okay, so just take the pop dots here, all right, and apply this. Now, I could have cut these two pieces and had them score and fold them, but I really thought that using the die cut and folding it and using it as a hinge just gave it a nicer look, okay? So you're going to apply some glue to those pieces and you're going to use that and apply that to make your card. Match this piece up with the other piece that's cut the same size. There's your card. This is now your hinge, and your die cut is joining your pieces together. Now you should have one more die cut. I want you to get this die cut out of your package. And now we're going to do some stamping and embossing. So I want you to take your, you should have the stamp wishing you all things fabulous. So you're going to, on this die cut, everybody's got that die cut out. You're going to ink the stamp with the Indigo pigment ink, this one here. Okay, everybody got the right one? Awesome. And you're going to ink it, and then you're going to stamp it on the top. So you're going to stamp that. You should have some embossing powder at your disposal, and you should have in your kit a little cupcake holder. Did you find the little cupcake holder? And I'm just going to use the cupcake holder like this, okay, so that we can add the ink, add the powder, pardon me, and then emboss it. Ta-da! Just like that. And then you're going to heat set with a heat gun that is close to you. And you're going to simply heat it with the heat gun. Until it is totally embossed. Now, you can then, what do we want to do? We want to alter this. Is it working? There it is. Okay. Watch, I'm going to pick up the green that I had earlier. See my foam tip that I had? Got the foam tip. Why not add some color here? I'm going to flip over my paper. It's getting, there you go, to a clean piece of paper. And now watch how I'm going to apply color. I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to start adding some nice color right over top the embossing. It won't stick. So you can add your green to your panel. You can cut your panel. It can be on the top. It can be on the bottom. All right. Do we want to leave it one color? No. No. That wouldn't be any fun, right? So let's add a second color. I'm going to choose to add this gorgeous blue. I just love this blue with this, so I'm going to add the blue. Could you use a different color if you wanted? You can, because you know the beauty of this petal point is all 8 colors are harmonious, right? So I had lots of variations this morning, and I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to add some of the blue. Remember, float that color, float that color, float that color. Now set that aside, because you might want to put that on because we're going to do the flower now, and the flower is going to determine where you want to put that, right? The next 2 pieces we're going to work on, we're going to do something really out of the box. You have 2 pieces this size inside your kit. I need you to get those 2 pieces. Okay, yeah, get the 2 of them out. Okay, and we're going to do some really loose coloring. So has everybody got those 2 pieces? Okay, you got those 2 pieces out? And now we're going to be working with the flower stamp. Okay, so you're looking for these 2 pieces and the flower stamp. Okay, now we're going to do some really loose coloring. Don't think marker, okay? The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the corner of the paper as if it was a positioner, okay, so that we can line things back up. So watch me here. When I go to stamp, it's got no ink right now, I want the corner of my stamp mount to match the corner of my paper. See how I set that on there? Okay, so I'm going to switch it up. I want to get this other petal point out. The Enchantment, okay? Can everybody get the Enchantment one out? It's got some real pretty colors for a flower. Plus the Enchantment one comes with a metallic in it. Metallics are much more expensive to produce, and ClearSnap is giving you one in there and didn't change the price. This stamp pad rocks, okay, because you've got a metallic in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of the lighter colors in there, and I'm going to use the Apricot one, okay? I'm going to use the Apricot one because I just want to barely be able to see this image. And I'm going to stamp my image using the Apricot. Okay, yep, we're going to do the whole image. So I've inked it with my Apricot, right? Okay. So I'm going to take it. Remember, I'm using that corner. I'm standing above it. I like to stand, and I'm stamping my image, aligning my stamp block to the corner of the paper, because I'm going to re-stamp this, and I want to know where to stamp it. There's my image on my paper. We're going to use some very fancy applicators, and you have them in your kit, and it's called cotton swabs. Okay. This is a loose. You can teach this to 4-year-olds, okay? Go outside the line. Everybody say that out loud. Go outside the line. We're coloring outside the lines.
Outside the line. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to pick up color, and I'm going to start with this dark green color, and I'm simply going to use the Q-tip to apply the color. And watch what happens. This is so fast, guys. It's really loose. Okay. And we're doing 2. So once you get that, look at how sloppy you can put that color on. Just get color on. Okay. What color flower are you going to have? We're going to have a pink flower. So on this one, all we have to do is the outside edges. So now I'm going to, with another very expensive applicator, okay? And you're just going to take that pink, and what are you going to do? Are you going to go outside the lines?
Yeah, okay.
You can go outside the lines. So you're going to set that one aside. Once you get it like this, we need to do one more. Okay, so this is going to go aside. You're going to take your other piece and stamp the same thing, but all you have to do is we're going to completely color the blossom. All right, so let me find the sample. I think I have it done here. Yep. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to do 2 or 3 colors to that blossom. I want you to do exactly the same thing, but you're going to use pink, canary, and some of the apricot. So you're going to take that. You're going to ink your stamp, which my stamp pad seems to have gone AWOL. There it is. On the other piece of paper, just the blossom though. You don't, all we're going to want is the blossom. So there you go. Just get that image stamped on there. And we're just going to color the blossom, right? Now, heads up and watch me color this blossom. Okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to color my blossom. I'm going to pick up my foam tip and I'm going to start with the pink ink. If you don't have enough ink in your palette, what are you going to do?
Ink it.
You're going to re-ink it. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my applicators. If I need more ink, I can add a little more of the pink ink here on mine and come down here, but I'm going to start blending the colors together. So now I've added a little bit of pink because I'm working the flower, right? Center of the flower is going to be what color? Yellow. So let's put some yellow in there. And look at how those colors are going to blend together because it's pigment ink. I can actually manipulate them back and forth together. Look at this. So here's my very loose image, right? Can everybody see it's all got color on it? It's very loose. Now I'm going to take my stamp. There, you've got it. That's good. You've got it. There you go. Now watch what's going to happen. A little bit of magic happens here. Okay. Now watch what's going to happen. Now you're going to stamp the same way. How are you going to position it? With the corner. Exactly. So now I'm going to take my stamp. Can I have everybody have a heads up? Okay. If you can, just have a heads up. I'm going to match the corner of the paper to the mount, right? So I'm going to stand there and I'm going to match it to the, and I've gone outside the line, so is it going to be forgiving? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be forgiving too. There we go. Isn't that neat? And then you're going to cut them out. So you end up with 2 pieces, and I'll come back here in a second, that look like this because I cut them out. And this piece is going to go on top of that piece. And we need to iron. We're back. Okay. How did you guys do? How did you guys do? Look at how close you guys got. That's awesome. Oh, look. And you figured it out. Cut it out.